everybody. We're gonna have fun today. Dennis Sullivan. Sounds familiar.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years, and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. If you're in the chat room, you might have seen me chatting up a storm about the internet connection today, which is very, very flighty. And you might have noticed that from the introduction as it played through. So if I do get cut off, or if you can't hear me, actually right now if you can't hear me, let me know, because I have not a clue. Sounds good on my end. So just if somebody could just in the chat room let me know if you're hearing me. Somebody just type in there, please. Okay, everybody's sort of not typing in. So I'll just continue with my beginning show introduction, which is today is all mediumship. And the phone number to get readings is 347-945-5849. Please don't reveal information, as we like Spirit to do the work, so the evidence is provided to you. Readings will start about 10 to 15 minutes into this show, because I start with a little bit of an introduction. And you can watch the show live, which is absolutely riveting, by going to SpiritMediumTV.com. Item number 2 on that page is a live video feed of this, which, by the way, goes to YouTube after the show, if the show goes well. I mean, if I don't get cut off or I don't lose my Skype connection, because I can only do that with Skype. And I also want you to know that if you would like to have a private session with me, you may obtain that by going to SpiritMediumTV.com, and item 1A on that page has private sessions with me. And some events coming up. Monday, I've been announcing that the radio show time is going to change, and now I'm thinking of keeping it from 8 p.m. instead of what I had said before. So as of right now, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll go for less time than 2 hours. It will end an hour later, and that would be followed from 9 through 10 p.m. Eastern Time with a little bit of a different concept than I had been initially introducing. It will be more of a mystery seminar series. For example, what is it like from a pet's perspective to transition? I'll have a special one on pets. I'll have a special one on what the other side is like from our loved one's perspective. So they're kind of going to be educational, but more geared towards the consumer, but very educational about the other side, and also about using spirit or working with spirit to create success in your own life. May's itinerary or agenda is pretty much the same as that was consumer focused, and the first one on Monday will be focusing in on your karma. Okay, your soul contracts and how to blast that. So I'm calling it Karma Blast, how to blast that out of your life so you can start to live in a benevolent, abundant flow of events and experiences. And more about that, and also registration, is at SpiritMediumTV.com. Item number 3. I have not rippled this through yet to all of my pages, registration and so on, so just hold off. If you want to be kept informed of all of this, just go to SpiritMediumTV.com and join my mailing list on the upper right side of the page, and you will stay in the loop as to all these exciting things. I'm very excited about the Mystery Seminar Series because I am going to be providing live readings, sort of like a news reporter going to the scene of an event and interviewing souls, pet souls, human souls, and all kinds of exciting things will be happening in those sessions. So stay tuned for that. I'm also doing a live event on Mother's Day. Well, not on Mother's Day, the day before Mother's Day, and that will be a spirit gallery, a live spirit gallery and a meditation, and that would be on the events tab of the website spiritmediumtv.com. And so I'm going to just go to a brief story about an inspiration for today. What I usually do is go to events, things that have happened on this radio show or with clients. There's so many things to talk about. I never know what to focus on, really. And I don't like to pull from private sittings with clients, which are some of the things that happen in those sittings are so unbelievable, but I'm going to leave that one alone. If I can make it a little more generic, there was something recently that happened which really, it contrasts for us. Okay, so once I had a client come to me and she wanted me to connect to her father in spirit. And I had not a clue, I'm just rubbing my hands together, got myself all excited. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do a connection to spirit for somebody. And I, diligently do the evidential, ethical thing and pull in evidence. And indeed, it's her father, and she's seemingly satisfied. But towards the end of her time with her father's discussion, her father's dialogue, she wants to know if it's all right if she doesn't live on Earth anymore. And I was taken aback by that. I didn't know what to say. I'm not going to be the intermediary to permission for that sort of thing. But on the other hand, I'm just the messenger, right? And her father answered in a very smart way. But it brings to mind this whole idea of life. Is it better in spirit than it is on Earth? Are you going to leave behind problems when you transition? No. No, you're not. It's not like you're going to go into hell if you end your own life. And certainly we can talk about that. If I have somebody that comes into the mystery seminars that committed suicide, then we can review it that way. But I have worked with people who've committed suicide, brought them in from the other side, and they're not in hell. But they take with them the consciousness they leave Earth with. So if they're feeling defeated, if they're feeling boxed in, if they're feeling that there's no solution, they're not leaving that behind. No, you take your consciousness with you everywhere. And the spirit world is not more important than this world. And this world is not more important than the spirit world. They're both great playgrounds, places for adventure. And I like to look at it this way. Live your life with the attitude of play. Play. It's a nice idea, but it's also an acronym for some ways to be. And the more you are this way, the better your life here or in spirit will be. The P stands for pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Live in a mindful way. The more you pay attention to how you feel about things, the more conscious you become. The more conscious you are, the more capable you are of choosing. I want to be of choosing what feels good to you, what is right for you. So that the L of the word play then can come into play. The L stands for let go. Let go of the things you don't like. Let them go. Do you realize how much freedom you have? It's just to say no, to set a boundary. Look at your life. How unconscious are you living? How consciously are you living? The more aware you are by paying attention, the more power you have to make decisions and choices. And we're all told in church or in synagogue or whatever, we have free will. Oh, humans have free will. Look, humans don't have free will unless they are aware of their choices. And 99% of the people that are living in reactive unconscious mode. So pay attention how you feel and start letting go of that which does not feel good. The A of the word play stands for align with what does feel good. How simple is that? Make a choice. Every time I eat broccoli, I get gas. Don't eat broccoli. You know what I mean? Start paying attention to how the foods hit your body or how you feel after you're with somebody so that you can align them with people who make you feel good and foods that give you energy. Okay? So align with joy, align with your bliss, align with your work that you love. And then finally, the last letter of the word play is a Y. And Y stands for you emerge. You start living a miracle existence. Your soul comes into play, and the innermost voice of you finally emerges, leading and guiding you forward. If you can live in a state of play, you can live in a miracle state, and it will lift your optimistic attitude about things. It will lift your miracle abilities, if you will. I know a lot of people think miracles are outside of my realm. I'm not capable of having miracles in my life because miracles, by definition, are supernatural events. No, I beg to differ. Miracles are part of everybody's ability. We all have access to miracles. And if you live in a more playful state, you will gain access to your own miracles. I am a miracle, and I won't go into that right now because I want to get to the lines. It's about 10 after 1 p.m. or 10 minutes into the show. It's 1 p.m. 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm breaking up a bit. Okay. Did you just write that, Lori? Can you hear me now? Because I gave such a great speech. Okay. Can you hear me or not hear me? Somebody just type into the chat room. Okay, Lori's typing. Thank you, Lori. Okay, for some reason or other, Susie B keeps getting knocked off. I don't know why. Yes, okay, good. Well, we'll try to make it work. Thank you, Lori. Okay, I'm going to area code 410. I think that is Lori. Is that you, Lori? 410?
No, this is Anna.
Oh, Anna. Hello, sweetheart. Weren't you on the show on Monday night? I think you were, weren't you?
Probably a little bit ago. I tried calling the other night, but didn't. I just didn't get a.
Yes, you did. You were on the 28th. I have you down. I spoke with you, and I did bring in somebody from you, for you, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm just glad I'm glad you're calling back because it shows that you liked what you got. I don't remember who we got for you, but I have your number down. Yeah, there you are. Monday night, the 20th. Oh no, you're not her. Okay, there was one lovely lady who I brought in her father, and that was towards the end of the show. I don't know if you remember that or not, if you listened to the whole show, but he had been murdered. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So let's, no, not me. Better, yes, okay. I'm just looking at the chat room for a moment. Okay, so Anna, let's see who else is in spirit for you. And I'm assuming that whoever I don't even remember who we brought in, but let's see what Spirit does. See what Spirit does. Oh, the phone lines have kind of gotten empty. I don't know why. It's strange. Okay. For Anna. There's a few people in spirit for you, but not, I hate it when they say this, not all of these will you recognize immediately. And they're just telling me to say this, there's actually a younger person in spirit also. And maybe it feels like a sibling to you or someone that's in your peer group that passed earlier than that person should have. I also feel a father figure for you, but this person that passed earlier than she should have feels female to you, and it feels in a peer group to you, like meaning, in your age group or in your generation, in your family, and feels like a sister to you or someone close to you, like a sister. Do you understand that on the very highest level that there could be someone that you understand that fits that category, please, Anna?
Nobody that I can think of.
Okay.
That would have been, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to give it a broad stroke because they said you wouldn't understand this person. So it's in your, it's in your generation. She has blonde hair, and she looks like she passed when she was still a child. So it's somebody you might have known in childhood, and I won't develop that further because we'll just acknowledge that we're seeing her, but we'll let it go because I don't want to spend a lot of time on something you can't acknowledge. Okay? And so let's see who else is there for you, Father. Father. Okay, so I feel that there's a father energy for you. He feels a little bit more full-figured or carrying extra weight to him than the average person. I also feel a huff and a puffing in his breathing, if you will. He has a sense of like a benevolent kind of personality, like I call it a Santa Claus personality, kind person, loving person, easygoing person, and he feels more in the blue collar category than in very highly educated, and that could just because of his could be because of his personality is very down to earth, or it could actually mean because of his career or the work he did. I can't get to that level just yet. I do see dark hair, and again, as I said, a fuller kind of body, and he's trying to show me that actually the work was more in a classification of skilled worker versus highly educated individual. And again, he has a sense of father to him. Does this make sense to you, and as to anyone you would know?
Yes, my dad.
Okay. He's a very loving person, I have to say, even as he comes in from spirit, very benevolent, very kind, very loving, and actually he says to a fault in that maybe people took advantage of him or they didn't listen to him. Doesn't mean he wasn't strong, doesn't mean he didn't have a brain. But sometimes people just didn't really listen to him. Do you understand, please?
Sometimes, yes. You're breaking up a little bit, but I can hear that, yeah.
Okay, I'll try to go a little slower, but spirit takes me over and they want to show me everything. So he's, like a Santa Claus, so like a person that people expected he was going to always be there, be supportive, do what they needed, and then there were people around who did not necessarily appreciate him. He says, not you, Anna, but other people. And I actually see someone in the family.
You're breaking up.
Okay.
Badly.
Oh, okay, I'll try again. Your father says that you appreciated him. However, there were other people in the family that did not as much, and I feel there's a younger sibling to you. Okay, a brother or a sister, I think it's a sister, who I can actually see having a little bit of a tantrum because she was spoiled by daddy. Does that make sense to you, please? Anna? Anna, can you hear me?
Yeah, you really.
Did you hear what I said, sweetheart?
You're breaking up really badly. You were breaking up very badly there.
Okay.
I can only make out some of it.
Okay. I'll try one more time. I just really have to hesitate to redial because then I lose everything. And it seems other people can hear me, so I don't know if it's unilateral or if it's just you. I said.
Oh, that's better now.
Yeah.
That's better. Now I can hear you now.
Okay. I said that your father showed me a younger sibling to you that was spoiled. Okay, it's like maybe you have a younger sibling. I think it's a sister. Do you have a sister?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
I do have sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, your father he's being polite, but there's somebody at least in the family that seemed to be spoiled and would expect him to do things.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually why I'm calling.
Perfect, because he's showing me how people, I think it's one of your sisters, would literally, why don't you want to do this for me, Daddy? I deserve that. No, no sense of what goes into giving this person. And people it was hard for him because he always was giving, and then whoever it is in question got spoiled. I'm getting dark hair for that person. Is the person you're thinking of, does she have dark hair?
Yes.
Okay. And a little bit taller than you also. Or she has more of a masculine energy to you. And I get also some initials L and B, so I don't know if that makes any sense to you. So he's trying to move already in. Now, he has heart problems. He shows me that. He also has blood sugar. And he also had blood sugar issues, and he had trouble getting around towards the end of his life. He's trying to get into a personal message for you, which was that thing about being spoiled. So you're calling because you want to know about this sister of yours, I'm assuming. Go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yeah, we're having a lot of issues. with my older sister right now, my daughter and I, my family, and so I'm just wondering what you see around the situation and the best way to handle it.
Okay. Now, again, today is only mediumship, not life questions. But I'm glad that you,
Okay.
yeah, that's why, and when I first connected with you, I kind of didn't feel anybody there, I guess because of your energy. You know, when somebody calls the show and they're wanting somebody, those people pop right in. But that's fine,
Okay.
because your father, brilliant man that he is, bridged the gap. And he wanted to talk about that. He says he's basically saying that because he had a kind, benevolent nature and was always giving, 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 some of the people in the family got spoiled. Not you, but this other, your sister. Now she's married.
Yeah.
She's married, correct?
No, she's basically been on a downward spiral, unemployed off and on for 4 years, and is, like you said, spoiled, taking advantage of people. And my daughter, who recently started saying no to her, she's been causing a lot of problems with me and my daughter now because we're putting our foot down, and
Yeah.
and she's 42. My sister's 42 years old, and it's too much.
Okay. Well, there's a male to her that seems to be behind some of this. Okay. Maybe is goading her on, either a boyfriend that's needy, or a brother to her. I don't know who it is, but there's a man there. I see a man next to her. I just want to add that into your toolbox as you deal with this. And I'm going to go to Dad again,
Okay.
see what he says. And it also feels like it's money related. Is that correct, love?
Oh yeah, she doesn't have any. She's been living off of people, off and on, and not making an effort to look for work.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't think she wants to work. She certainly doesn't want to work, and it feels like she's associated herself with some shady characters, or people who are not on the up and up. And it feels like one of them, as I mentioned, is a man, and he's wanting her to get money from her family so that they can live off of it. And I also get a slight impression that there's perhaps some illicit activity associated with that. It could be in the realm of drugs. Drugs. Has she ever evidenced anything like that to you? Drugs or anything? Taking drugs?
No.
Okay.
I've been finding some things out that are not kosher. So yeah, I've been finding things out.
Okay.
Recently.
Because I think I think it's a boyfriend or a man she associates with might have a drug problem. Okay. And then of course he's influencing her. Okay. And that they're wanting to get money. And I also hear something about if we get the money, we can use it to build a business. He's trying to rationalize it with her. We'll do something big with it, but then it always gets blasted away or used in the wrong way. And then it becomes this never ending thing. So what can you do about that? I want to see if Dad has any ideas. It's kind of hard to do a life reading through the other side. And if I can't, then I'll just give you the best answer I can from your guides, and I'll go on to the next caller. Daddy?
Okay.
She has to learn how to take care of herself now, he says, and you just need to do what you've been doing, which is basically letting go of the situation and not carrying it or burdening it yourself. And for some reason or other, you feel, you, Anna, responsible, he's showing me, or somehow burdened by this, fearful that if you don't help her, that she's going to do what she says she's going to do, or something's going to happen to her. Maybe she's threatening that she's going to die if she doesn't get the money, not kill herself, but just not be okay. He says to you, you're not responsible for her. And he also says, I'm not anymore either. And he laughs a little bit. He says, I spoiled her because I gave her everything she wanted. And she didn't even say thank you most of the time. He says, let it go to you. Let it go. And that she will, when you let it go, you and your daughter and everyone else, when you let it go, that everything will clear up. Okay, everything will clear up on its own. That she will fall, she will hit rock bottom, and she will figure out how to do it, what she needs to do. And he says, don't give her any more money. Now, your mother's alive, correct? Your mother? Oh,
No.
no, your mother was in spirit. We brought her in the other day.
Yeah.
But there feels like there's somebody older than her that feels like she's wringing her hands like a mother would, like, how do I help this girl? How do I help this girl? Now, so I'm assuming that she's the middle or something. There's an older sister. There's somebody older than her that's female that feels like she has to help also. Do you understand, please?
Yeah. Yes, that's our older sister.
Yeah, and she's got the real brunt of this because she feels even more responsible than you do. And she's a little more old-fashioned than you are, your older sister. She believes, family first. We got to help each other. She's a little old-fashioned. And also she's somewhat religious, at least what I'm picking up about your older sister, and she feels it's a sin not to help or something. There's something about it that's dogmatic with her. So just give her the advice that Dad gave and use as evidence that he brought in this issue with spoiled children before you asked your question, and hopefully you and your older sister can align with the same strategy. Because if you have two people, if you have her giving things and you're not, it doesn't work. Everybody has to be in agreement.
Okay.
Okay, my dear?
Sense. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lovka.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, everybody. So if you haven't joined my mailing list and you'd like to be kept apprised of the mystery seminars coming up and or the radio show schedules and everything else, just join my mailing list at spiritmediumtv.com on the right side of the page. And if you want a private session, a longer one, and private, so not on the radio show, just go to item 1A on spiritmediumtv.com and that can be arranged. I am going to 857. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hi, you're speaking to Melissa. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Melissa?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Sure.
I have a question. I had approached my husband's friend to go into the business. And it's been a lot of back and forth, and just spiritually, it doesn't feel right. So I'm thinking about presenting the idea to another potential investor, and I'm wondering, do you see it working out better?
Okay. This show, Melissa, focuses only on mediumship. That means bringing people in from the other side.
Well, I'm sorry. If there's somebody on the other side that could assist me with this, it would be ideal. I've been talking to them about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I do.
Definitely have. I talked to them about a lot of stuff.
All right. Well, I actually feel somebody who's very sympathetic to you in spirit about this, and it feels like a mother figure, if you will, and that could be a grandma,
my mom,
or
my
your
grandmother.
Yeah, or your mother. I was just going to finish, but mother figures. I do feel that sense there, and if I didn't feel it, I would let you go because it just means that you're not connected in any way right today. I find that when I do life readings through mediumship, it doesn't work well. So let me just go through the process of mediumship with mom or grandma, whoever it is, and see where we go. Whoever this one is a person who's I know it seems religious, or is she spiritual in some way, this person? She always believes in taking the high road and giving people the benefit of the doubt. I see the hair. I think it might be your grandma, but we'll figure it out in a moment. The hair is it looks like she's styled it very nicely. It's on the shorter side. It's got a little bit of a puff on the top, and then it comes down to narrow in the ear range. It's kind of like a Sassoon cut where it's puffier on top, narrower in the ear range, and there's bangs. But it also looks like either she's put a lot of different product in it, or that it's a wig. So she might have used wigs from time to time. I also see puffiness under the eyes, bags like that. But a kind person, good person, a diligent person, strong personality and character. She does not look very thin, nor does she look overweight, but she has a strength to her body that is quite impressive. Something about her shoulders is square, and she's...
That's Mama.
Okay, and you know what? That's an interesting...
That's my mother.
All right. Interesting thing about her is that even though she's showing herself at more of an advanced age, she's got a very strong body, and that strength, I think, is strength of character also. Strength of character. And she says to me, She's already talking. You speak the word, Melissa. You speak the word. You have to speak the word. You have to speak up. You have to say what you mean. You have to mean what you say. You have to do what you need. You have to walk the talk. She says, you are walking the talk. She's not, doesn't mean that. She's just reminding you that don't worry. The chips will fall where they may. If you do the right thing from a higher purpose, from God's perspective, everything will fall into place. Now, is there a brother around the situation, or I feel a male to you? I don't remember what you were saying earlier. Is it a husband or whatever it is, but there's some male lateral to you. She's showing me.
Is he in spirit or is he here?
Here,
I mean,
on Earth. On Earth.
It would. I mean, I have a brother, but if we're talking about in terms of the situation, it would be my husband.
Okay. Well, then maybe she's just trying to show me that you have a brother also, and maybe she was also trying to, because she was on the subject of this, so I guess maybe it's your husband's related to the situation. I'm going to let her babble a little bit. Well, I didn't mean babble, Mom. Everything your mom says is important. Oh, by the way, she's got a pink or mauve kind of handbag and a darker skirt. Dress is kind of interesting. She likes colors and fashion today, and she's wearing a hat with a little bit of mauve in the middle with a feather and dark on the sides. It's on that hairstyle. I don't know why. Maybe she dressed up a little bit more as we went along. She likes to look good, your mom. She's a sweetie. She says presentation is everything. So I'm going to let her talk a little bit, and then we'll go back to your question. And maybe she'll... what was that? Melissa?
Oh, I said, okay.
Okay. Let's just see what she wants to say, Mom. So she says that she also had heart problems. The earlier caller had heart problems. She's given me heart problems, other issues with her health for a while. She says she didn't like to complain a lot about her health because she didn't want people fussing over her. She always liked to appear self-contained and strong. She says, although you always could see through her. And she says something about you being the oldest. That means either you're the oldest of other children or that in some way you're more mature than other children in the family. But it also says that there were siblings. Are you a sibling to other children, please?
I am a sibling to other children. I am the middle child, but I'm the oldest out of us three.
Oh.
I like to think so. I'm the oldest out of the three.
Well, so she gave me the word oldest, but I had to just generalize it a little bit because it could also mean just more mature than the others. But certainly she relied on you most than everybody, and there was a strong connection between the two of you. And she says you listened to me. She keeps saying the word health, health, health. Listen to me about health. I don't know, her health, your health, somebody's health. Let me see if I can develop that. You listen to me about my health. You didn't let people fuss around me. It was my wishes to be left alone as much as possible. I didn't like everybody fussing over me. She keeps going on about that, and she certainly liked to be independent and was very stubborn about that. So you kind of like were her little confidant to help her get what she needs. Like you had your own little conspiracy. Do you understand, please?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. She says though, but she loved to let you take care of her. Okay, so there's some element of taking care of her towards the end because she doesn't want to show weakness to everyone in the family, but she lets you know that she needs certain things. And I think some of them might have even been money, whatever it is, money and health care, whatever it might have been, but you're kind of like helping her. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah, this might be my grandmother.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
Did your grandmother look like that?
Okay.
Did your grandma look the same way? A strong stature, not overweight but not skinny either. Did nice things with her hair, and was very strong character.
I mean, yeah. I'm confused because it both sounds like my mom and my grandmother. But when you said the dress, and my mother was, when she passed, she was overweight. But I don't know if when you see them, do they when people pass over, do we tend to look like the way we look when we were here, or do we go back to our earlier, like?
Perfect question. Now, they can appear at any time in their life, and the woman I see could be taken as heavy, but she carried her weight well. In other words, she's.
Okay, then that would be my mom.
Okay.
That would be my mom.
All right, and
my mom was heavy.
Yeah, she's big, but if you looked at her, you wouldn't. She had carried her weight. It's like she had strong shoulders, a strong bust line, and then the rest of her body kind of narrowed down as we go down from it.
Yeah, that's mom.
Okay, and then she had heart. Okay, and she had heart problems. She also had a nice jawline. I see full teeth there, and she had a lot of energy and strength. Yeah. And you see, the thing is with mom, with her energy and strength, she didn't want people to know when she needed anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
She always wanted to appear strong to everybody, and the only one that she would let know that she needed things was you. That's what she's telling me. So you had this special bond. You had this special bond. So now I'm going to see if she could go into personal message, and then I'll move on to another caller. So, Mom, what do you think about that? She's laughing a little bit. She's kind of cute. She likes being asked her opinion on this. Okay, so what was the question again? And I'll try to get the answer. Go ahead.
Okay, so the question is, I have two individuals that I could ask to become investors. One of the investors that I asked, it just doesn't feel right, and it just doesn't feel right. The second investor, I haven't necessarily presented it to him, but he was open to the idea of being propositioned to become an investor.
Okay, well, we're not going to answer that through Mom, okay? Because you wouldn't ask Mom that on Earth, right?
I would definitely would.
You would have?
Definitely would ask her, what does she think? Do I go with yay and nay?
Okay. Well, one of the first things, because as I said that you wouldn't ask Mama, or she starts to say to me, well, as far as character goes, I would have answered it according to character, the character of each man. And she would said to you, which one do you trust the most? Which one do you feel has the most integrity? The older of the two, or the younger of the two. I don't know why she's going older, younger, or maybe it's the first one that came on the scene versus the second one, but there's some kind of first and second kind of position to them. Let me just see if I can get her to refine that a little bit, if it's age truly, or if it's time on the scene, or who came first to speak to you. Hold on. Mom? The older one. So the older one, that could either mean this person who came to you second in line for this, or the one who literally is older of the two. Do you understand older of the two, please?
No, but I'm going to say yes to saying yes, but because I don't necessarily know who's older or who's younger.
Well, in terms of...
they're both around the same age.
Okay. Well, do you understand who came onto the scene second? In other words, right. That's the one that she says seems to be more trustworthy. Okay. Is that the one that you're thinking is more trustworthy, or you have a better feeling?
Yeah, the second one is more trustworthy.
Okay.
I feel more trustworthy.
Oh, well, then she's agreeing with you. And she's telling you to follow your feelings. And she says he has the better character. And, of course, with your mom, everything is about character. You know, who's strong? Strength is so important to your mom. And, of course, she hasn't lost that. Being strong. Who is the kind of person that cannot get corrupted even in the face of potential temptations? Those are the kind of people your mom thinks are worthwhile. They have integrity, they have character, just like your mother has character. Your mother has gone through a lot in her life. Well, when she was on Earth, I mean, she's still alive, okay? And I see that there were times in her life where she didn't have a lot, okay? And she, right? And she always took the high road, though. She always took the high road to work hard for whatever she had, never to take shortcuts. Okay? So that's what she respects, right? That's what she respects in this man. And she says she used the word older of the two, but I think she meant either his age or the second one who came on board in the sequence of events. So it's the second one, and that coincides with what you think. And with that, I'm going to let you go, Melissa. Okay, my dear?
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay, I hope the people can hear me. I've been going kind of fast. I want to remind everyone, if you want a private session with me, just go to spiritmediumlaura.com. Oh, no, spiritmediumlaura.com also. You can book a session that way. Okay, going to 661. Hi, this is Laura. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sue.
Hello, Sue. Have you ever called in before? I don't recognize you.
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. It's not a very good line. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I'm going to say it again. Have you ever called in to the show before?
Not that I remember.
Okay, that's what I said. I didn't recognize you, which is a good thing. And it's not, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Now, where are you from? I'm hearing something about the Southwest for you. Where are you from, honey? Where's 661?
Sorry, say that again. Something about Southwest?
Yeah, where is 661 area code?
Oh, it's Skype.
Oh, okay. Where do you live then? Where do you live? Because I hear Southwest.
Oh, no, it's nothing to do with South. I'm Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get going with you, sweetheart. Well, I do feel a mother figure for you. Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I may have to let you go because we don't have a good connection. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try one more time and then we'll see. I feel a mother figure for you. I'm going to develop it a little bit further. May I do so, please?
Yes.
Okay. This woman gives a more tall appearance. She's got a mother figure, by the way, could be grandma, or it could be somebody that's just in an older generation that is a mother to you. This particular woman has a slenderness to her physique. She looks like she lived to an advanced age. The hairstyle she shows on me has a longer shortcut. It goes to about the ears. It's got a layering to it, and it fluffs up on the sides. It's white or in the lighter hair color zone. She's beautiful face. Let me see if I can describe it. Her eyebrows are high. She has very alert eyes, a narrow face, and an oval face. She seems very aristocratic, and if she is not an aristocrat, technically or literally, she has an air about her of elegance that lasted into her latter years. She also seems to have something to do with music or a good sense of music and musicality, and her outfit is it just looks like it's got a grace to her clothing. It's a certain amount of like a caftan that she's wearing right now or something like that. But she's very graceful. She's also very loving. Do you understand this for anyone that you can recognize in your family or outside your family, please?
I've got a grandmother, but she was about 5'2", or 5'3". They're all, and the other one was 4'10", so they're all very short.
Yeah, you want to know something? After I said the height, then I realized she could have been smaller, but it is a narrowness to her body. So it looks like a length to it, even though. So I don't see heaviness on the body. So do you understand one or both of your grandmothers to be slender, please?
No, neither of them are slender.
Okay. So I want you to know I do see a female to you, whoever it is, that is slender. Her height is not as important as the fact that there's a length to her body. She's elegant and she has this air about her. And she could be a friend of the family. She could be someone that's in the family and she's of an older age group to you. And I'm just going to give you I feel that she's related to the father's side of the family. And she may not be directly a grandma to you. She could be an aunt or someone like that. And she also seems to have money to her. So I'm going to let you percolate on that on your own, since it's not coming to mind right away. And I'll see if there's anyone else I can bring in for you if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to see if there's anybody else that wants to pop through. Actually, I do feel I believe there's a father there for you. Hold on. Okay. So what I see here is a man and I don't know if it's your father or a father figure, because that can mean many different kinds of fathers. I see hair that's receding hairline. I see dark hair in original color, but the vision he gives me now is with white in the darker the darker natural color. I see cerebral, a person who is very intellectual, cerebral thinker. I see rounder cheeks, straight nose. Let's see what else I could pull in on him. Cared about the family very much. And also, funny, I keep getting this for you, Sue. There's something about investments, diverse set of investments. So if this is your father or father figure, it seems like there's something to do with money with this man, having assets, being intellectual. From what I'm saying, can you recognize this person?
Nothing about assets. My father's still around, so it could be a grandfather, but I don't know. I never met him, and so I wouldn't know anything about assets.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to have to let you go because I'm not pulling in anyone that's popping in for you. And maybe with the connection being the way it is, it's not helping us. I don't really know. But I do see these two people very clearly for you. So it's probably somebody that you just don't remember or you don't know about. And it might be fun to do a little research to see if you can identify them. It'll be recorded. You can listen back. They're clear as day for me. So hopefully they'll make some sense to you. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Yeah, you know, they sometimes we don't know who's showing up. I've got a lot of relatives that if you were to bring them in as a medium, I might not, I might be expecting somebody closer to me. Okay. So moving to, did I get that one? Oh, yeah, that was the one I just spoke with. Okay, 812. Hello, this
Hi.
is Laura. Who am I speaking with?
This is Angela.
Hi, Angela. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to talk to you on the phone and watch you live on my computer.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Just as long as there's no feedback and I don't hear myself talking, it'll be great to do that. Hi, Angela. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, so there is a mother figure here for you. And she's it seems very eager to speak and step forward. Okay, very urgent that she speak to you. Again, mother figure can be grandma or someone like an aunt or grand aunt or a friend of the family. Could be somebody that was like a mother to you. When I say mother figure, we go broad at first and then we narrow it down through evidence. What I see here is a fuller figured woman, a roundness to her body, fuller chest area, but also kind of everything kind of is round to her as it all kind of goes together. Very loving and matronly looking, very sweet. Actually, she seems a bit old-fashioned, and I don't know if this is symbolic or if this is literally the way she wore her hair, but she seems kind of old-fashioned, and she reminds me of somebody who'd be Mediterranean grandma. Somebody came from either someplace close to Mediterranean, could be Greek or Italy or France or whatever, Spain even, because her hair is back in a bun, and she's wearing darker clothing. And when she walks, she's a little fat, a little heavy, so she kind of wobbles a bit. She's very kind, very loving. There's a sense of the family's first. I also see a male under her, which could suggest it's your father's mother, or that you have that if it is your mother, that there's a brother to you, but there's some male under her. Do you understand this for anyone that you might know, please, Angela?
Yes.
Okay, is this your mom?
No, it would be my grandmother.
On your father's side, then?
Yes.
Okay. Now she's laughing a little bit about the wobbling when she walks. She says, She says, I didn't wobble when I walked that much. She says, I always tried to hold myself straight. She says, I always tried to hold myself straight. She says, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? She's got a little bit of an accent. When you get old, things happen. And then she gives me a cute laugh. And there's a couple of teeth missing, which means that she either had to wear a bridge or that she never had the teeth replaced. There's also pointiness to her nose, but there's a little bit of a hanging over, but a very pleasant face, high cheekbones, a little round. There's no wrinkles, all that kind of business. Not real fancy in terms of makeup or anything, just real loving to the family. I see her like with the next generation that came in other words, you grandchildren, and being active with the children, with the family. So she must have been either visiting you often or in the home, because they see her literally with diapers and things like that in the family. Hands-on, mother type. You understand, please, Angela?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she loves you so much. She says when it was her time to go, it was her time to go. She's religious. On Earth, she was religious. She did the religious things. prayer and all that. You know, she's a person that accepted God, accepted her faith. She's very like that, just simple in her thinking. And she's a sister also that's in spirit. You understand, sister, please, for Grandma?
Yes.
Okay, there's actually a couple of them. She says two, at least two. She's saying. She says there were four of us in the families. That means that she had 3 siblings. Do you understand 3 siblings for Grandma? She's just telling me this all of a sudden.
Okay.
In other words, do you understand that she had 3 other brothers and or sisters? 3. That would have meant
Yes,
that.
I do.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm trying to get you to give me that because you're laughing, which I like. It's kind of nice you're laughing, but I'm trying to get the validation. Okay, great. She says she loves you. She loves the work you do more than, and she loves you, of course, but she's talking about your work right now. She wants to talk a little bit about your work, the way it's coming through for you and the way your life is moving forward. And then she goes, oh, you were always so smart. You were always so smart. A smart one in the family. You got the education. You got the education. I'm so proud of you. And then she goes and she touches your cheek. She grabs your cheek and she, gives you all that kind of love. Love, 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 love. She says, you studied hard. You studied hard. You got ahead. Not like that. Da, da, da. Now, there's another one in the family that didn't do that, and I think it feels like a brother to you. Do you have a brother?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to. Go ahead.
Okay, because she's talking about your brother, and she says, you see, you were smart, you studied, but not like that brother of yours. So if he passed earlier, there's something that he did that caused that, and it had a lot to do with his choices in life, and she's foreshadowing that. Now, I'm not going to go into that connection for you right now, okay? I'd like you to call back at a different time because I'd like to give other people a chance. But I do want to say that your grandma comes in loud and strong, and she's so very proud of you. And she's saying, not like that brother of yours. So your brother is in spirit then, is that correct?
No, actually, he's still with us.
Oh, okay. Well, there's something about your brother that he didn't do the right things. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, she wants to say, so I'm going to continue with her then a little bit more if that was where we were going. Okay, let me just see what she wants to say. And it feels like you've had, not feels, she's saying, so she's showing me your children. Your grandma's coming in really, really clear. Some souls, it's not as clear, but she's coming in really clear. I see 2 children under you, and I think that you have a boy and a girl. Is that correct, please?
No, I have 3 girls.
You have 3 girls. Okay. Okay. There's one of them. There's one that pops out more than the others. The older one. For some reason or other, even though your grandma seemed to have dark hair, it looks like your children have a medium brown hair. At least one of them. It looks like the older one. There's one that pops out with more of a medium brown hair. Do you understand medium brown hair for one of your children, please?
Yes.
Okay. She's the.
Yes. That's my baby.
That's your baby? Okay. Well, Grandma says she's the smartest one of the 3. Okay. And she's laughing a little mischievously, Grandma is, saying you got to give her a lot of attention. You got to really work with her because she's going to do better than the others. And now she's your baby, you said, right? You're an infant?
Yes.
Oh, wow. She's an infant.
Yes.
So you wouldn't know that yet. But Grandma has great...
Oh, no. Yeah. She's not an infant. She's just my mini-me. She's a 10.
Oh, okay, good, thank you. Okay, because Grandma says that, well, she's showing me this, the baby, the youngest of the 3 with the lighter brown hair, that she's got brains.
Yeah,
and she's okay, and she's going to do really, really well in school, and she feels, the way Grandma says it, that she's going to become a doctor. Okay, or something like that, very highly educated. So put your effort on her. Not that the other 2 aren't wonderful. She loves them all. But in terms of, career and all that, that girl's going to need a lot of attention, to make sure make sure she gets the resources she needs to move forward. She loves your siblings. I guess you have a brother. We already talked about that. And you have a sister? Oh, no, you have 3. I think you have a sister also, though, don't you? I'm a little confused right now.
Yes, I have an identical twin.
Oh, okay.
Identical twin sister.
Oh, okay. So then you and your twin probably are very similar since you have identical DNA. She didn't say anything about that. She's emphasizing your brains and the way you worked hard for everything you have and how your brother doesn't understand that. But she tried to teach that to the family. She believes in it.
That's right.
Yeah, she says that's a value of the family, but your brother never absorbed it. Want everything for nothing, everything for free. Yeah, I'm not tuning in your sister right now, but I want to just take I want to take another call before the show ends. So I want to thank you so much for calling in, my dear, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be of service, love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So if you're liking the readings today and you'd like to keep in touch with me, join my mailing list, spiritmediumtv.com on the right. We got a lot of interesting things coming up that you certainly should be aware of so you can take advantage of them. Okay, I'm going to go to 646. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Allison.
Hi, Allison. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm just having fun. Having fun. It's always fun when you can, bring in these souls because it's like a miracle, right? It's like, how the heck? They're really real. They're talking to us.
I love listening to you, and I had emailed you recently. I just purchased your mediumship tutorial videos, which were fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Allison. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing little mystery seminars, I call them, where we'll be doing some of the... Okay, let's try again. I'm going to be doing mystery seminars online, so stay apprised of that. Some of them will be mediumship related. Okay, now I feel around you a couple of different souls, but one of them, interestingly enough, is more like a pet. Okay, more like a pet to you. It feels like a dog. Okay. I feel a dog to you, and I see the dog. He's brown, and he's not. I don't see him. I don't know because I don't see him as small. He's more of a larger to medium-sized dog. Do you understand a dog who's more to medium-sized to large for you, please? And I also hear recently passed. Allison, we have a bad connection.
Well, sorry, did you say he passed recently?
Yes. Let me repeat. I'm going to go through the things.
Yeah.
Okay. He's recently passed. Is that correct, please? Allison, can you hear me, honey?
It seems that you're breaking up again. I'm so sorry, but you are so spot on.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I see a brown dog, medium to large size. Do you understand that? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you as much as I can. Hopefully you can hear it. It's going to be recorded at least on YouTube. You're on my mailing list. You can listen later. I see this dog.
Go ahead.
Okay, great. I see him very clearly, and he wants to come through to you, Mommy, to say he loves you very much. He's licking your face. He's saying everything is fine. I believe it's a fairly recent passing. Do you understand recent passing, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. He loves you very much. He says, Mommy, you did the right thing. It was my time to go. He draws my attention to his heart and chest area. There's some pain in that area for him. Do you understand that, please? Yeah. Okay. And he says, it didn't hurt a bit, Mommy. The transition was great. And now I'm here with friends. I get to play, laugh, and leap around with everyone. I'm really happy where I am, and I am visiting you, Mommy, just like you think.
Oh, good.
Okay, those things, he's going to tell me what they are, but he's connecting with you currently, trying to come in to let you know. And what I see, I just need to, there's also, he's saying there's a puppy on the way, so if you haven't gotten one yet, you'll be getting one. Or there is one in the house, I don't really know, but I hear puppy on the way. I see the kitchen, and I see you putting down food and or water. And I feel that you might feel him, maybe when you're in the kitchen, thinking of how you fed him or what have you. So do you sense him about at times, Allison? Allison, do you sense him at all, honey? Okay, we can't get the...
I'm so sorry, Laura. It seems like the connection is so bad today. I don't know why.
Not a problem. Do you sense your dog around you?
Absolutely, I do. Yes.
Okay. Well, I want you to know that he showed me a picture of you putting
90 seconds.
you putting down food and water in the kitchen and him being there. So, if you want him to come in, you could symbolically do that, and he would be there for you. Or you might be thinking of it, and then he's there. But he's just showing me that he is showing up, okay? And he is, yeah, and he's also showing me that he has the ability to kind of come and go. Goes back to spirit, plays around,
60 seconds.
then he comes back to you. He's happy. He's jumping around. He shows me a thin tail that's long, wagging back and forth. And again, he gives you big licks and hugs. And this is recorded, Allison, so you can listen to it on YouTube or hopefully Blog Talk got it clearly. And I'm going to let you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, darling. And I will be. Hopefully we'll talk soon or something like that. Okay, love? Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for all the work you do.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Okay, just want to remind everybody that we have a mailing list here if you'd like to keep informed of the mystery seminars coming up on Monday nights, the change
10 seconds.
the change in the radio show hours. Just get on my mailing list, spiritmediumtv.com, right side of the screen. If you want a reading with me, Spirit Medium TV, item 1A, gives you a private, high-quality session that no one can listen to but you and me. Have a wonderful day, everybody. God bless.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.